So it's a pleasure to talk to you about this film together because it's very important for you guys to direct it together, for the vision to come to life on screen. So how close is the collaboration?
As close as it could be. Really, I mean, we were separated at birth. I had done Sin City, intending it never to be a movie, because at the time everybody and his brother was doing comic books that were where they were intended to be movies.
Right. No,
and
totally.
They were always terrible comic books because they didn't know they were comic books. They were trying to be movies.
Yeah.
So I said, this is going to be a comic book.
They're trying to prove that they could be done as a movie, right?
Yeah. And so I sat down and I said, well, there's no way anybody could shoot this, and developed a style for it and so on. And then Robert starts calling me, and we have a meeting, and he shows me what he's got in mind, using some pictures of his sister and just some imagery, that was digitized and worked out more or less the way he wanted the movie look. They were very impressive, and we later did what we now laughingly refer to as a test.
Yeah.
He called it a test at the time. He said, come on up to Texas, we'll do a test. I got a couple friends, we'll come over, we'll put together a few people for crew and shoot 3 pages. And I didn't know that three pages would only take 10 hours, but I also didn't know that his two pals were Josh Hartnett and Marley Shelton, and that his little gang that he had to shoot with included an entire full ready to go crew.
So I'm just as tricky as you, Frank.
and so we started shooting and everybody, the actors were completely bewildered by the green screen, and Robert kept showing them my books to show them what the background would look like, and at one point, Marley Shelton came over to me and said, Robert said to talk to you about Sin City, and I said sure, and she said, what? Why did I hire somebody to kill me? And so I ended up telling her entire backstory to her, which is an author's dream.
Yeah.
And she brightened up and went out and did 3 times the performance she had before. And I went over and kicked Robert and told him, let's go ahead.
Let's do it.
Well, for you, is it all about casting as well? Obviously, it's all about the atmosphere of the books, but how important is
casting is first and foremost, because there's nothing else when you're shooting on a green screen but the actors. So you have to have somebody that can not only technically perform it, but
embody it.
Creatively bring it to life, because it starts off as just a graphic novel that people really love, but you have to translate it to screen. So casting is always probably our favorite part of it, is trying to find pairing the right actor to the right character.
Yeah, it can be murder because the audience really experiences the movie through the cast more than any other element. No matter what finesse you bring to the camera work or anything, if it's Rod Steiger's face filling the screen covered with sweat, it's Rod Steiger that you're paying attention to. So casting is critically important, and everything to do with acting is just fascinates me endlessly, and I love working with actors.